Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know when it did, but
Well, we'll see what.
it wasn't too long.
I'll make it
ago.
work.
That's all right.
It wasn't too long ago if it was.
Okay. Good enough.
Hey, thanks for sitting with me out here too. It's kind of I like just hanging out.
Oh, you know, when we get nights like this in Minnesota, you know,
beautiful,
you should come here in the winter.
Oh, we have. It's been up to here. It'd be up to our chins right now.
Yeah, sometimes, man.
Totally.
Yeah. Oh man, I lost track of where we were at. We're just talking about the record, obviously. What was the name of the guy who produced it? I wrote it down. Matt Thorne.
No, Matt. That is. Somebody put that out there, and I don't know what.
I got that off of Wikipedia.
Ryan Green is the producer of Elefante. Ryan Green produced this record with me. Matt Thorne was our second engineer.
Okay.
Who helped
So was that
us
his studio or
round
whatever,
off.
like, or not?
Ryan Green. Ryan Green's worked on so many different great records. Megadeth. He started Fat Records with Fat Mike from. Oh my gosh, I can't. Just drawing a blank right now. I'm so sorry. From NoFX.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
NoFX
Ryan
Mike.
started that label with Mike, and you know, Ryan's punk rock background is one of the reasons why I want to work with him, and hip hop, and R&B, and rock. You know, he's just a perfect guy to work with. He gave me the opportunity that a lot of producers never gave me, was just to be myself and to try everything I wanted in the studio. You know, and when you get that, when someone gives you that opportunity, you run with it, man. You never get that opportunity from producers. It's always kind of their vision and what they think, and
Can be helpful, but sometimes it can hold you back.
It was, you know, working with the brilliant Ted Templeman most of my career. I've used a lot of what he taught me, and I was able to learn from him on Elefante. Separation, space, creating space in the songs, and different things that are just musical terminologies. You know, but that maybe some people will go, oh, okay, I don't know what that is, but it's just making a song be able to flow better, where it's not such a linear record where everything's just like, okay, well, here's the first song, oh, and then the second song. It all sounds the same, and all of a sudden you're at the end of the record.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this record has peaks and it has valleys, and has different content that you wouldn't maybe expect from the BulletBoys.
No, I definitely.
That's where the.
But I still think it still stays sounding. You don't think you're listening to a different band.
No.
But it is just a new avenue for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I think that's where we're going to be. It started off a 10 Cent Billionaire, how we started just manifesting and reinventing the band and the sound. Because, you know, in all intents and purposes, you know, it's great to be, back in the day, to be compared to the same breath of Van Halen, which I still just love, and it's just amazing accolades that were thrown at us at that time. I never took it the wrong way, because I love Edward and Alex, Michael, David. They've been.
I think some of it's valid, but some of it not so much.
Well, I think it's because I think I had blonde hair and I ran around and, you know, was completely out of control, and, you know, but we were more aggressive. But the thing is, it's great to be like, you know, well, now here we are, you know, and you go like, wow, okay, well, what's going on? A lot of people ask still, they go, oh, so what's going on? And the guys would go right up to, what do you mean what's going on? Haven't you listened to this? You know, it's like, oh,
right.
no, I haven't. You guys got a new record? It's like, so.
That goes to what you were saying about, especially in this country, it seems like we don't allow our rock stars to grow old anymore. You know, it's like it ended with like Elton John and Billy Joel.
Yeah. I mean,
pop music in the 80s used to have, you know, people who could play music, you know, and now it's gone.
I'll tell you what, I do like, there's a lot of bands that I really, really love right now, and I won't get into it, but there's a band from Australia that's gigantic right now, and they're 5 Seconds of Summer.
Okay.
Love those dudes. They wear BulletBoys shirts. They're all into the rock. They have fun with their music. They're very animated on stage.
There are good bands.
You know
I'm just
saying?
talking more like the high end, that what fills radio and stuff.
Yeah, you know, but you know, I never followed any of that. I like following the stuff that's kind of cutting edge. And, you know, there's so many great
good
bands.
Point.
Now. I mean, not new bands, but I mean new bands also. But there's, you know, I love to listen. I love Volbeat. I love Rise Against. I really love Rival Sons. Rival Sons is a great.
I like all those bands.
Crowbot. I just went to go see them at the Viper.
We're gonna see them next week.
They're amazing. Amazing.
We
band.
saw them in May. and I got to meet them and talk to them too.
Great guys.
Oh yeah,
Really
young,
good, sweet guys.
rock and roll.
Very talented. The lead singer has great prowess and is the real deal on stage. I love seeing that. But you know, there's a band from Canada that Jerry from the Misfits put together. He put together this all gals band called She Demons. It's a punk rock band with all gals in it, and the lead singer is a friend of mine, Priya, and she's trying to do something different. You know, and I hail that because you know, just trying to step out of the box and do something. And Jerry put this thing together. I love Jerry. Hi Jerry, I love you from the Misfits.
How well do you know Jerry?
I actually just I've known him through passing, but we were able to sit down the other night and sit and have a chat with him and his son. And I got to tell you, man, he's one of the sweetest guys I've ever met in the music business.
Yeah.
The nicest and just full of good, common, good thoughts. And it was just he's just such a really good person, great energy, and his son had great energy. His people around him were really great.
Nice.
And I seen them play, you know, in OC, and from the first note, there's a mosh pit, and the place is packed to the gills. I mean, packed to the freaking gills. And I'm watching this, and I'm going like, all hail to the Misfits.
Have you ever met Glenn?
You know, I've never met Glenn before. I've always wanted to meet Glenn, but here you go. You know, does he want to meet some guy from the Bullet Boys? You know, who knows?
Since we're all getting random, what about like Minnesota guys like Prince? You ever met Prince?
No, I have not. I never have met the amazing Prince. I would freak out if I did.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
I think I'd have.
Wow.
I'd
You talk
probably
about talent. You can't
seep out of every orifice in my body
no,
the wrong way.
I know no one can supersede that guy's talent. He's just he's an American icon in every single song and music that he writes. It's just amazing. Nick Ross, my best brother and rhythm and lead guitar, he hails Prince. So one of his favorite cats.
You mentioned Jerry's son. We met your son. Talked to him for a little bit.
Yeah,
tonight.
he's out hanging out.
Great kid, man. It's a good way to spend some time with him, huh?
Yes, I have a lot of.
You seem to have a lot of positive energy.
He does. He's worked very hard, and he has his own production company also. He's working with some cats over at Westlake Studios in Los Angeles, and he's doing a lot of hip hop and R&B, and producing different artists, and producing actually some really big artists that are actually coming out right now. So I have a lot of respect for him and a lot of love for what he's doing right now.
Very cool.
What he's achieving as a young man. It's extremely. His mother, Drew Atkins, and myself are just really proud of him.
Good. What about your voice? How do you keep that? The record, you know, you can tell that you're older, but it's still so strong. And you know, how do you keep it?
How is it that you could tell that I was older?
God, you know, I don't know how to describe it. You know, I never like to get into too much of this because I'm not here to talk about me as a musician, but I've been in the same band for 19 years.
I've heard my voice sounds exactly the same, and everybody says that. It's
well,
so crazy.
I definitely, it's not something like my mom could pick up. You know, it's a subtle thing, and that's why I said I don't want to get into that too much.
If
but
you're saying that
you sound a little more mature. There's some wear and tear. I mean, your voice doesn't sound like it did back then, and it shouldn't. It doesn't sound like, you know, two different people.
I don't think there's any wear and tear in my voice. I think it sounds amazing.
I do too.
I
wasn't trying to say anything negative.
Well, no. I know you're not.
Okay.
But if you know, I like to challenge myself, and you know, I haven't heard that once, and I'm not trying to stick up for myself. But
okay, fair enough. I'm the first.
It's probably you're probably the first person that's ever said that, right, Miles? Yeah.
But you do. That was, again, when I saw you here a year ago, that was one of the things that took away. I couldn't believe how amazing you sound. You know, because of how long you've been doing it, and you have one of those very I don't know how to describe it, a very heavy voice, very strong.
Yes.
And those are the ones that typically you see.
There's a lot of cats in my business right now from our genre that can't sing.
Right.
So that's one of the things that I hold dear to my heart.
Let's talk about that.
That I can still do what I did on the first record, and the vocal pause is very, very. You know, that's one thing that I kept up, and very fortunate that I kept up is my voice. And I'll tell you right now, I give all credit and all blessings to God Almighty. He keeps my voice going. It has nothing to do with me.
What about staying so fit? You got to weigh, what, maybe 100 pounds?
Everybody says that. I run, and I am in the gym constantly. I have to because I put on a very, very physical performance. I figured if Mick Jagger can do the routine that he does at 72 years old, there's no reason why I can't do it at my age.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, man. And you know, I don't want to go see some guy that's out of shape on stage.
No.
If I wasn't, I don't think I'd go.
Go to Motley Crue then, right?
No, you know, hey, listen.
He will not get into any dirt. Let me do the correct shit.
No, you can go talk that, but
Yeah,
I will never talk shit about
no.
Motley because those guys.
I don't know them either. So
Let me tell you something right now. Vince Neil is my brother, and he has been for years, and always has been.
So you know him pretty well?
Personally, very well. Personally, very well, Tommy Lee. Personally, very well, Nikki Sixx. Personally, very well, Monster Man Mick Mars, who are my idols and friends, and guys that have been very positive, especially now with the release of Elefante, have been in my corner and being cheerleaders who are my friends.
Very cool.
And that, to me, is everything. Now, we do get older, and some of us, we fluctuate weight-wise, and we fluctuate like that, but I want to tell you something right now. I love Vince Neil with all my heart. He's a talented, talented man with the biggest heart, and has always been my friend, and he's a Latino brother of mine. So, and I just recently have gotten back with, been very blessed to be around Tommy as of late. I was up at his home and we were recording some things for Phil X in the drill, so I did some background vocals there, and we were talking about my new record, and I got a chance to listen to it, and he sent me this wonderful email, just completely blown away.
Very cool.
You know, he loves Kinfolk. So
yeah,
he's like,
well, that's
dude,
a hard song to hate.
Kinfolk, oh shit, that's gotta be your next single. You know, so, but for those guys to take the time, as busy as they are with their families and their careers, I just so revere and am so very lucky that these people and these amazing musicians are still in my life.
I heard that the last song they're gonna play at their last show is "Home Sweet Home," and even just hearing that kind of put chills on my spine.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a magic moment, but we're not here for that. Well, let's just kind of wrap this up with what's now and what's next. The tour is going good. How much of this tour you have left, this leg or whatever?
This leg would till we have a week, but we were going to be doing 4 legs of this tour and touring through this record through all of next year.
With Gunzo the whole time,
No.
or changing it up? Okay.
This is just for this first leg.
Okay. You think you'd be coming back this way at all, or?
We hope to.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We
love to have you.
Oh, thank you. No, we love being here. I love it here, man.
For us old guys, if you could throw it on a Friday or Saturday, it makes things easier.
No, I'm serious. Well, we had sometimes
just the reality.
Sometimes the booking schedule's a bit tough, so we try to get in when we can and everything else. But I just want to throw out a shout out to everybody out there in the BulletBoys camp. Drew Atkins, Nancy B. Sale, Muncie Ricci over at Skateboard Marketing, Brian Pereira, Tim Yusui for Cleopatra Deadline. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing for us. It means so much to us. My agent, Chuck Bernal over at Artists Worldwide, thank you for putting us on this great tour and doing what we're doing, and we're still keeping on. And we have more dates. We're doing an extensive tour in November, December, 2 months in Europe. So we're really hoping to get out to Europe and South America because it's just time for us. We have just ridiculous fans out there, and we haven't been out there in about 8 years. So we're coming for Europe. We're coming for Elefante. I'm telling you, it's going to be off the hook. We're going to have some great bands with us when we tour out there. So I'm really looking to be out there, and really looking forward to playing for all of our wonderful extended families in Europe.
Mark, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for keeping me positive.
Oh, anytime.
It's nice that you can just kind of glom onto some positivity from somebody else. So.
Thank you, brother. That's what keeps me going. I don't think I would be here if it wasn't for to try to stay positive through. Sometimes I feel like I try to. Sometimes we feel like angels swimming in a sea of devils. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
So I try to keep that. I have to super glue my heart together every morning, and I think we all do at some point. Yeah. But it keeps me going, and I have a lot of really great positive people around me, and thank you for saying about the positive. We try to roll with the positive, never with the negative.
Well, you are a rock and roll survivor. I mean, if you wanted to look at it from like what makes sense, you can make a pros and cons list,
sure.
And that cons list would be way bigger, and yet here you are, 30 years still doing it.
No, I hear you, bro. You're right.
You obviously believe in it, and you're obviously you go through the quagmire, and you've come out pretty strong with this last record. And
thank you.
Like I said, you look great, you sound great.
Oh, thank you, man.
We're looking forward to the show.
Oh, I can't wait. Thank you for having me on my show, on your show, buddy.
Yeah.
Decibel Geek, watch this, baby. This guy doesn't fart around, man.
No, I know. Some people are going to be disappointed. Like, I thought you were going to be